Please allow me to introduce myself, guys. It's Pyrocotics, and I just got back from seeing Star Wars on Friday. I went to 11:50 show. Yes, 11:50. And there were actually people falling asleep and snoring, but luckily that didn't ruin the experience. The movie was great. I mean, it was phenomenal. I wanted to immediately watch it again right after. Like how there's YouTube videos and you can just hit the replay. That's what I wanted to do. It was so good. If you haven't seen it, you guys should really check it out. But there were still some things that were lacking that I feel like I need to talk about for some reason. And just before warning right here, guys, we're going into spoiler territory. Alright, I don't want anyone to get, pissed off and write a comment and say, "Fuck you, Pyro. You fucking spoiled the whole movie for me," alright? So, as of right now, we're in spoiler territory. I'm just going to freely talk about the movie. So, the first half of the movie was really good. I'm just gonna tell you right now, the way they started off, the way they introduce you into the story is great. You get this sense that, oh, there's gonna be this new trio that's gonna form this movie. But there's no real trio that forms. And I'm just hoping that they fix it in episode 8. And also, guys, remember, we're in spoiler territory, right? Okay, so you guys should have already seen the movie, so it's okay if I just tell you guys right now. Han Solo dies, his son kills him, and his son is Kylo Ren, if you didn't already know, which is kind of surprising, because I think everyone knew before the movie that his son was Kylo Ren. And just by the way, Kylo Ren, the guy that played him, he did a phenomenal job as the dude. I mean, I really got the sense that this guy was trying to become evil and try to understand what the dark side was and trying to have that. And he's just delusional on his quest, though. That's what I think is weird. But what really got me in the film was, Finn's character and the fact that this guy, he's a stormtrooper. They're trained from birth to just kill or whatever, and he's not feeling it. He's like, "Nah, dude, I don't want to be a part of this." And kind of like taking this journey, because if you don't know, in the beginning, Poe, he has the journey. It's pretty similar to how Princess Leia and Finn and Luke, they have a lot of similarities in this movie, except about the whole born on a planet and everything. But this kind of not having a real purpose to having the purpose, getting the mission, from the little BB-8 droid or whatever instead of R2-D2. It kind of the parallels are amazing, but it just fell flat in the second half because of one character. And I really like this actress. She did really good throughout the movie. Rey. We don't know who her parents are as of right now. We don't know if she's related to Skywalker in any type of way, or if she's just some, random Sith, or not Sith, but random Force user. And let's just say that in the movie, she just becomes she goes from 0 to 100, nigga, real quick. I don't know how to explain it. She gets no type of force to fucking God mode out of nowhere. I think it took Luke a whole movie to really understand the Force, and she learned it in a minute. She was telling this stormtrooper to do shit for her, it was free her or something like that, and it only took her 2 tries in order to get good. It's what the fuck? No, that's not how it works. I'm sorry, I'm no Jedi, but I know that's not how that shit works. There are old men that are masters. All the Jedi are pretty much old. You know what I mean? The actual masters. There's you don't learn that shit in 2 days. So that's my only real complaint, that she became OP in a type of way, and it just made it boring. Especially when, the whole fight happens between Kylo Ren and Finn. That was a very fucking sad fight, because Finn, he gets the lightsaber. I'm like, "Ah, shit. Ah, shit, dude. Shit's about to happen. They're about to fight. Finn's gonna get the Force out of nowhere, some little bit of the Force. Shit's gonna be cool." And then, he fights him. He gets fucked up really badly, which I expected. I mean, this dude doesn't know how to use the lightsaber, obviously. But I was still expecting for Finn to be the Jedi of this film, And I don't give a shit. He could have been white. He could have been Spanish. He could have been Donald Trump playing him. Or, no, if he was Donald Trump playing him, I probably wouldn't. I would want the character to die immediately, but it could have been anyone. So this is not a race thing. I really don't give a shit, but for story purposes, it would have felt more interesting if it wasn't the cliche, "Oh, the Jedi from out of nowhere is, fucking got it, It would have been awesome to see, like, the stormtrooper having it, and instead of, like, I mean, no offense, but, she already had her skill. Her skill was the piloting in the first half. They showed that off, that she knew her shit when it came to technology, and I'm like, alright. So she kind of had some parallels to Han Solo in a way. And I can't say Princess Leia that much, because just because she's a girl, she's a chick, that doesn't mean that she's just automatically going to take up that role. But I kind of felt like, parallels to Han Solo in a type of way, where they kind of both were techie. They knew the ship and how to fly and stuff like that. And even Poe, people say, oh, Poe, I thought I was expecting him to be the Han Solo of this movie. No, Poe, everybody was expecting that to be, like, the new trio. Poe is more into, like, the actual, like, government. So, in a way, he's more as, like, a Leia character, excuse me, than, how Rey would be, just because he's a chick. Because if in the original trilogy, Leia was, part of, like, the government and everything, and now she's General Leia or some shit like that. But he's kind of more into, like, the actual rebellion than the other two are. And I felt that now that Finn, because with the whole fight going on with him versus Kylo Ren, I'm like, alright, he's going to become, they're going to show him being the Jedi, the Force Awakening in him. Because other than that, other than him being the Jedi, he doesn't have a main role. Like, what purpose is he going to fill in the next movies? I don't know if they're going to switch it on us. Like, there's been some people saying, oh yeah, and if you've seen the movie, guys, there's also some more spoilers ahead for the next movies to come if you guys don't want to hear this. Or just theories. But if you guys like theories, you can listen to this. But people are saying that how Rey is rushing into the Jedi training, that she's going to become Sith, and Kylo Ren's going to be a sort of anti-hero, and he's going to help Finn kill her. And speaking about Luke, I thought when Finn was losing the fight that Luke was going to pick up the lightsaber and come and save the day out of nowhere. But it just fell flat, because then Rey gets it, and it's like, alright, you're fucking overpowered. Like, please stop. Like, Jesus Christ, she's like Superman. The reason why I don't like Superman is because he can literally fly into the sun and turn into God, and then just kill anyone that he wants to. And he's just unbeatable. This was the first movie, and I just feel like it was moving too quickly the second half. It was like, they were all like, it was just like, it took Luke 3 movies to fully become a Jedi, and it took her like 5 minutes. That's my only complaint with it. Other than that, it's a good movie. I really was interested in the Finn character, of how, like, the stormtrooper was just, of how this stormtrooper gets into the mix. He doesn't want to just be a part of the First Order, I think is what it's called, and he's just fully against it. And you get kind of this sense of him being the humanity of the group, where he's relatable. He's always fearful. Not always fearful, but he's kind of always, like, has a little bit of second thoughts about things. He's always has inner conflicts with himself. He's like, no, should I do this? No, should I do that? But in the end, he's always there to help, his friends or whatever, and do ultimately the right thing. So I thought that was just a great character, because, seriously, you never learn anything about stormtroopers or the clone troopers or at all, other than the fact that they were just bred to be warriors. And he's obviously not a warrior. I think he was a janitor. And so that just shows how much he's just, like, not one of these fighters. And obviously Rey's a fucking Jedi fucking master already. And Poe's, like, the flyer. And even Han Solo, he was in the movie for quite a bit with Chewie. He's a fucking gunner. And he's just the one that just does not want to be a part of this. At first, at least, he doesn't want to be a part of this. And then he starts to get connections. He has to realize this is bigger than him, and he needs to stand and help for the people that can't. And that's what I thought. Okay, normally I like anti-heroes more, but I'm like, no, this is really good. I like this. If he's gonna be the Jedi and, realize that there's just more to him just being a stormtrooper or whatever, I feel like it would have been a more interesting story if it was him that, became the Jedi. But obviously, or maybe I'm just jumping to conclusions, but as of right now, Rey is the Jedi, and I'm not trying to make any assumptions over here, but I feel like they're gonna overhype it in the media. And trust me, in the weeks to come, there's gonna be tabloids about, oh, Rey, proud female character of Jedi, how this makes women feel empowered. And it's gonna be like a whole bunch of just feminist propaganda for it and stuff like that, which really pisses me off, especially with, and I know this is not relating, or I guess it kind of relates, but if you guys seen Jessica Jones, there was a character in Jessica Jones that was originally a man, but they ended up making it a woman. And this time, I think it was one of the actresses that was in The Matrix. She plays like this lawyer, this kind of like douchebag lawyer in it, and she's a lesbian or whatever. And it's like, whoa, proud female and this and that. And it's like, no, that wasn't the point of her character. The point of her character was to show that no one gives a shit if you're a female lawyer that happens to be a lesbian. No one gives a shit, and everybody just blew it up. I think the point of, you know, Rey's character is to show that no one gives a shit if you're a fucking girl. I mean, no, I don't even think that's the point, honestly. I think they just made her a girl. I mean, I feel like people just think with the whole sex thing and, you know, just being a sexist, it's like, oh, we gotta go out our way to do this. J.J. Abrams, I think that was the director, he didn't go out his way to make her that. He just thought, oh, this would be a nicely knit story if she was the Jedi. And that's what gets me. It's like, it's too easy. That's my only problem with the movie. It was just too easy. The story was too predictable. It was just too easy. Well, like, when Han Solo was right about to die, we knew he was gonna die. Oh yeah, and speaking about Han Solo dying, on Friday I went into my class and I said, yo guys, Harrison Ford dies, right? I had no idea he was gonna die. I just made this shit up. Like, I was staying away from social media. I was just making shit up, and I was like, ha, got him. It's a prank, bro. And people were pissed off at me. They were like, why would you spoil that? I'm like, dude, I didn't see the movie. I was just making it up. One of the kids actually threatened me. Said if Han Solo dies, he's going to choke me out. So, can't wait to get killed on Monday. I really can't. But other than that, back to the main topic. I just thought that overall the story was too easy. It would be more interesting if Finn was the Jedi, black, white, Spanish, Mongol, Roman. I don't fucking care. I feel like people are gonna turn this into like, oh, you just wanted a black character to be the Jedi, and that's really not it. I am very into film and stuff like that, and I feel like the story, because I care about stories and stuff like that, it would be more interesting if it wasn't just so cliche, which it was. But maybe I'm just jumping the gun. Maybe they're gonna switch it on us in the next two films. I really hope they do. Other than that, I'm gonna enjoy the next two films as much as possible, and I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt, and I'm just gonna say that this movie was really good. I'd give it a 9 just because I feel like good movies that are really good, you give them an 8. You give them that extra 9 just because of the rewatchability, and immediately I want to watch the movie again. Because I know, like, I had to digest the film in order to be like, wait, there's other shit going on. Whoa, dude, what if this was a possibility? Like, the next day after, all I could think about was Star Wars. I was just like, what's gonna happen in the next film? How's this all gonna play out? So I think even though my little minor complaints they were really just nitpicking, it's just that, like, if they made another version with Finn as the Jedi, I would very much enjoy that even more. Because I feel like with a character like that, and taking that character, you're taking much more of a risk. It's not as easy as going with Rey. Rey, you don't know anything about her. Finn, you don't know anything about him. All you know is that he's a stormtrooper, so there's no way he could be connected to the Jedi at all. And I feel like if they made him a Jedi, that would have been just risky, but it would, in the end, turn out pretty good, because this is Star Wars. You can't fuck up Star Wars. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, my bad. But, and also, too, Poe, he, like, was barely in the movie. And the scenes that he was in, he was really cool. Like, he was the badass of the film, kind of like Han Solo and stuff like that. But, again, I think he's more of a parallel to Leia, just because of his just close connections with the Rebellion. He's, like, the best fighter. So that's also some stuff with Luke, because I think Luke was the best fighter, and so was Anakin. Dude, wait, is he Luke's son? What? I'm just joking, guys. Imagine, that would be pretty fucking insane. They find out he's the son, and he's the Force, and he will join the dark side. Alright, guys, I'm just saying stupid shit. Overall, the movie's good. You should really check it out. It's just me. I have certain personal preferences for the story to be a certain type of way, but if you guys did enjoy this video, subscribe, and it will update you on all the other beautiful ass, dank ass videos I'll be making. The next video I'll be making is another storytelling, this time about how my uncle decided to ruined my childhood and really ultimately destroyed my innocence. But also, if you guys did enjoy the video, please leave a like. It definitely helps. It helps me grow. It helps me get better, easy breezy beautiful, just like CoverGirls. And also check out my Twitter. I'll be updating on whenever I'm uploading a video on Twitter. It helps you guys. That's the only reason why I do it. Other than that, I fucking hate Twitter. It's so annoying. But I just want to be the best that I could be on this channel. But other than that, I like to say other than that a lot. That needs to be my new subtitle for my channel, because I just realized I fucking love to say other than that in my videos. But other than that, this has been Pyrocotics. I'm signing off. Peace.
Guess I got my swagger back. Guess I got my swagger back.